Hey there, Gavin Gear here from Ultimate Reloader. I'm here with Mike from Magpul. Mike, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. Thanks for stopping by, and certainly appreciate the interest.
Absolutely. I'm absolutely a Magpul fan, and you've seen a lot of stuff on my channel related to Magpul. What my audience wants to see, of course, is what's new. Tell me about new product for 2019.
Absolutely. So we've got a whole host of goodies, and we can walk through all the kiosk stations. We'll let you take a peek at all of them. We'll take them all down and kind of go from there. But we can start right over here. So the Pro 700. So last year we released the Pro 700 in a short action variant. This year we've expanded that line, so we now offer a solution for the precision shooter with a long action as well. Still a 700 base platform, but we now got you coverage on the long action side of the fence. In concert with that, so the really right stuff dovetail adapters that we offer are also out there. So we've got a dedicated version for the Pro chassis. It's called a full length rail. We also offer a 5 and a 7 slot, 3 and a 5 slot solution for other m-lok platforms as well. So beyond the Pro 700, beyond the ARCA rail, so D50. So we now offer a 7.62 based or 308 Winchester based drum magazine solution. So most of our consumers are fully aware of our D60, which is a 5.56 based or 223 based solution. We've expanded that. You could kind of consider that somewhat of a big brother, if you will. But for the 308 gas gun crowd, we've got you covered there as well. $149.95, 50 rounds. As far as the maintenance and the interface, no different than the D60. As far as the platforms are concerned, if you're running an SR25 or an M110 pattern gas gun, we've got you covered.
I like the long action because this year I'm going to be taking a look at stuff like comparing 300 Win Mag to 300 PRC potentially. I'm really interested in that in the ELR context. And it just gives you that many more options for different cartridges. Some of them are a little hard to fit into a short action, like the 6.5 PRC. Is a little bit particular about the rifle action and that kind of stuff. Tell me about magazines. What else beyond the drums or whatever is new for magazines?
Okay, so the latest and greatest. So CZ Scorpion. If you're shooting a CZ Scorpion Evo 3, whether it's an S1 or an S2, we've got a 35 round solution for those guys as well. So in concert with that PMAC 35 for the CZ, we've got other equipment for the CZ as well, simultaneously being released. So a new grip option as well as a new magazine release. So $19.95 for the magazine, $24.95 for both the mag release or separately, excuse me, for the grip and the mag release.
And that's kind of the nice thing about Magpul is that you're at below OEM pricing on some of that stuff, and you've got that Magpul design behind it.
We do injection molded polymer very well, and we look to pass on that expertise, if you will, to the consumer everywhere that we can. So, and pricing happens to be one of those where we can take advantage of that.
So tell me about the Hunter. I've had my eye on the Hunter. I'm thinking about building the 6.5 PRC rifle this year for hunting big game and having the ability, to go out beyond a little bit. What I calculate is if Creedmoor is good to 800 on certain classes of game, PRC is good to 1,000. And I think the Hunter is interesting because it kind of gives you what I would call an interpretation in between different types of rifle stocks,
Absolutely. So the Hunter in general, though, when we think of that, at least from a Magpul perspective, that's a whole family, that's a whole line of products. So that'll start down with a 1022, no less, and move up to the 700 or the Ruger American platform as well. So coverage across the board for those guys. However, with the 700, we have a short action as well as a long action variant. Very capable, a full-length aluminum bedding block in those guys. A couple different opportunities for end-user adjustment, if you will, cheek riser heights, etc. A full complement of m-lok slots and locations. Fairly lightweight as well. If you're running larger profile barrels or larger recoil lugs as well, plenty of room, lots of coverage there as well.
I love that, and I love the fact that you guys are supporting Ruger American because I just did a review on the Creedmoor Ruger American Go Wild Camo Edition, and the kinds of features that are packed into that platform at that price point. One of the downsides is it comes with a fairly flimsy, polymer stock, which is great for certain hunting scenarios. But what we found is it needs a little bit more rigidity in order to stay away from the barrel and that kind of thing. So for guys with the, any of the Ruger American rifles, upgrading to something like the Hunter or the chassis is going to be maybe something to think about.
You're not going to bend this one. When we get up there, I'll illustrate for you, kind of give you an idea of how that bedding block sits, and it's tremendous. So that's a significant requirement, if you will, for us. You're not going to bend that one.
So tell me at a high level, when you look at the shooting sports, industry right now and the communities, the AR-15 stuff kind of goes through its ebbs and flows. I see a lot more guys interested in long-range shooting nowadays. Where do you think that the interest is really peaking at this year, and what are you guys really excited about?
Well, we're super excited kind of across the board, to be honest with you. You know, the AR side of the house is not disappearing. It's not going anywhere. We always look for opportunities in that arena. It's our mainstay and our bread and butter, if you will. So we will always continue to try to expand and grow that area. However, like you said, the hunter side of the fence, or even the precision shooting side, we're going to continue to expand in that direction. The Pro chassis that you saw last year, the long action that you see this year, that's the start of other things to come as well. No different than the hunter side.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say it's kind of a lifetime of experimentation. Like on the AR platform alone, you know, I've got 5.56 now, 25, 45 sharps. We're looking at 22 Nosler, 224 Valkyrie, and then 300 Blackout.
Yep.
I might even go big bore this year with a 50 Bewolf or 450 Bushmaster, something like
We
that.
have the same disease. I think it's a disease, so I've got it too. So.
Well, I never get tired of it, but I also am surprised at how much interest there is in the AK platform. And I love the AK platform, but honestly, it's not my native environment, and so I'm looking to go a lot further into it. You know, I watch the Operators Union on YouTube, and I pick up a lot of tips from them, but I think like that platform is really great from a defense perspective.
Yeah. Very prolific as well. Yeah. It's out there, so certainly.
And my Century Arms came with a Magpul 7.62x39 mag, and that's my go-to mag because the one I have is nice and low for shooting down on the ground. And
certainly appreciate it. Absolutely. You know, we treat those no different than we treat every other magazine solution that we offer. The same rigor goes into it, the same engineering, the same design, the same testers across the board. So we're hoping you're a very happy camper with it.
Yeah, I am. And now that we're looking more at defense scenarios, you know, there's a super compelling case both for more capacity in in an AR-15 or more knockdown power with 30 cal. I've been surprised how many people are interested in more like 30 cal, either be 308 like the MDR that I'm going to be taking a look at, or the 7.62x39 in the AK platform, or even running that in an AR-15. It's just kind of limitless options.
Certainly. It continues. We call it the madness. So absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thanks, Mike.
Hey, anytime.
I appreciate you talking to me.
Anytime.
And hopefully we'll see a lot more cool Magpul highlights on Ultimate Reloader this year.
Sounds great.
And I'm going to have a lot more SHOT Show 2019 coverage, so make sure you're subscribed to notifications. Until next time, happy shooting and happy reloading.